Okay, 30 seconds and then we will get started. Okay, so as a few people are joining, we're going to start standing today, so slightly different to normal. So feet close together, legs nice and straight. All you're going to do is roll through the spine, down to the toes, rolling all the way back up, fingertips up to the ceiling. So rolling through the spine, tucking the chin into chest, fingertips to the floor, keeping the legs nice and straight. Slowly standing yourself up, big reach up to the ceiling. So just keep repeating through that. Good, nice slow controlled movements, rolling through the spine all the way down, get that chin into chest. Try and keep those legs nice and straight. Good, from here, keeping the hands above the head, we're going to take the feet just slightly wider than shoulder width apart. So you're going to slightly bend in the knees, back stays nice and straight, upper body parallel to the floor. Couple second pause, all the way back up. So pushing those hips back, you feel a nice stretch down the backs of the hamstrings. Back is nice and straight, biceps in line with ears. So nice, slow, controlled movements. Make sure you pause a couple seconds at the bottom. Good, one more time. Good, so we're going to hit the same position again. This time arms are going to go out the side. So exactly the same position with the lower body, however arms are out to the side. So from there, all you're going to do is take one fingertip to the floor, the other up to the ceiling, back into the middle and back up. So back into the middle each time. Just take that arm as far around as you can. Keep those hips back, slight bend in the knees, keep rotating sides. Good, taking both hands to the floor, walking yourself all the way out, coming into a press-up position or a high plank. So from here you can take your feet shoulder width apart. So from this position, all you do is take your hips up, right hand is going to touch either the ankle or the knee. You're going to come back into a plank position each time. Opposite hand to opposite leg, alternating sides. So pushing those hips back, if you can't quite reach the ankle, just tap the opposite knee. And keep working through that, alternating sides. So hips back nice and high. Make sure you finish in that high plank each time. Good, from there you're going to take your hips into the mat. So from here, I'll come side on so you can see better. Slightly different to the downward dog we normally go into. You're going to keep the knees slightly bent. So hips go back, knees are bent, hips go back into the floor. So knees bent, pushing those hips back, hips into the floor. So arms are straight and as normal you're pushing yourself away through the heels of the hands. Knees stay bent, hips back, up onto the toes. Good, one more time. Good, and we're going to go straight into our usual downward dog. So this time legs are straight, hips go back, head through the arms. Two options, either coming straight back down, hips into the mat, or you can come back down, chest first, hips down. So nice, slow, controlled movements. Good, slowly bring yourself back down towards the floor, and from there all you're going to do is sit yourself back onto the heels. So holding that position, big deep breaths. Good, and bring yourself back down, hips into the mat, chest up, shoulders back. So from here we're going to hit the same position again, so hips are going to go up and back. You're going to stay hips up and back. You're going to alternate legs, taking one foot up to the ceiling, alternating sides. So just taking that leg up as high as you can, keeping it nice and straight. So again, nice, slow, controlled movements. Head is through the arms, try and get the biceps in line with the ears or further. Good, bringing both feet together and bringing those hips back down, chest up, shoulders back. Good, so again, hips go up and back. This time we're going to alternate sides. So hips go up and back, right foot is coming around the outside of your right hand. From that position, your right hand releases up to the ceiling. Hand goes back to the floor, feet go back together, hips go back, head goes through. Left foot comes forward, parallel to the left hand, opens up to the ceiling. And you're going to alternate sides, make sure the hips go back in between each side. So nice, slow, controlled movements. If you struggle to get in this position, you can drop down onto the back knee. Exactly the same movements. If you're up onto the toes, just make sure that back leg is straight. Good, taking the feet back together, dropping down onto the knees, and again, sit yourself back onto the heels. Staying in that position, you're going to take your right hand underneath the left arm, palm facing upwards, push it through as far as you can, look towards the hand. Good, taking the right hand back forward, same on the left, underneath the right, palm facing upwards. Good, taking the left hand back forwards, and you're going to bring yourself back into that high plank position. So from here you're going to step your right foot in between the middle of the hand. So foot is flat on the floor. If you struggle to get in that position, drop down onto the back knee. Or if you find it hard to balance, you can split your stance, so just take that back leg out slightly wider. So whether you're in this position or down on the knee, all you're going to do is bring your fingertips up to the ceiling. Arms are going to go open out in line with the shoulders, and you're going to take your left fingertips facing forwards. So left hand is going to face the same direction as your right toes. From there, you're going to take your left hand down to the floor, right hand goes up to the ceiling, look up to the hand, slowly bring yourself back up. So again, if you are down on the back knee, it is exactly the same movement. So nice, slow, controlled movements. Good, coming back up to a stand, but keep those left fingertips pointing forwards. All you're going to do is sink down as low as you can. Bringing yourself back up, but never fully extend on that front knee. So slow movements, sinking the hip down towards the floor. Try and keep that back leg nice and straight. And never fully extend on that front leg. Good, from there take the left hand down towards the floor. Again, if you need to, drop down onto the back knee. From here, your right hand is going to tuck underneath the left and open out towards the ceiling. So push it through as far as you can. As it opens out towards the ceiling, try and get that chest as close to the top of the thigh as you can. Good, taking both hands down towards the floor, dropping the left knee down, but keeping that right foot in front. So all you're going to do here is sit back onto your left foot, and your leg, front right leg will straighten. So some of you might come to here, some of you might be able to come all the way down. Toes up to ceiling, just sit back as far as you can. And if you need more of a stretch from there, just relax over that top leg. Good, so keeping the legs in the same position, so your left leg is going to be back, your right leg is going to be forward, so just coming back onto the top of the left knee. Hands go flat on the floor, so your right foot is going to meet the corner of your left wrist, and then your right knee should be parallel to your ankle. So from there you're going to sit down as low as you can. Some of you might find it difficult, so just bring that back knee in a bit closer, but the aim is to get as low as you can. Good, so nice deep breaths. Just try and relax into it. Again, for some of you, if you need more of a stretch, just relax over the top. Good, slowly sitting yourselves up there. You're going to take your right foot back, so you're coming back into that high plank position. We're going to repeat that on the left leg. So left foot comes in between the hands, flat on the floor, right leg is straight up on the toes, or if you need to, drop down onto the back knee. From there, slowly bring yourself up to a stand, open the arms out in line with the shoulders, right fingertips this time pointing forwards. So from there, right hand goes down to the floor, left hand up to the ceiling, staying twisted over that front leg. Again, remember, if you need to, drop down onto the back knee. It is the same movement. Good, coming up to a stand but staying twisted over that front leg, so right fingertips forward. And again, you're going to sink down as low as you can. Come again nice and high, but never fully extend on that top leg. Good, taking the right hand into the mat. Again, if you need to, drop down to the back knee. So as we did on the other side this time, left arm tucking underneath the right and opening out towards the ceiling. Good, taking both hands down to the floor, so keeping that left leg in front, you're going to take your right knee down to the mat. Left leg goes straight and you're going to sit back onto your right heel, so just sitting back as far as you can. Again, if you need to relax over the top of the leg, relax over the top. So again, just nice big deep breaths, relax into it. Good, bring yourself forward, keeping the right leg back, left leg forwards. You're going to take your left foot towards the wrist of your right hand, and the left knee is going to be parallel to the ankle, so it's a nice parallel line in the front leg. Sink down as low as you can. If you struggle to get in this position, just bring that back leg in closer, but the aim is to get as close to the floor again as you can. So again, just relax into it, big deep breaths. And for those of you that need more of a stretch, just relax over the top of that front leg. Good, slowly bring yourself out of that, taking your left foot back. Again, we're going to go back into that high plank position. So from here, we're going to start this movement in a 3/4 plank first to start off with, and then we'll progress up into a high plank. So just dropping down onto the knees, but keeping the same position with the upper body. Hands are going to start directly underneath the shoulders. So from here, you're going to just walk your hands out as far as you can, keeping the hips up in line with the shoulders, so back stays nice and straight, and walk yourself all the way back. So try and keep nice and still. Just walk yourself out as far as you can, as low to the floor as you can, and back. Good, so do that a couple times through. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can come into a high plank. Keep that core nice and tight. Good, so coming back into that high plank position, you're going to take your feet slightly wider, so the feet aren't touching, shoulder width apart. From here, you're going to rock onto the sides of your feet, left fingertips go up to the ceiling, hips touch the mat, and back up as high as you can. So just slowly alternating sides. now we're going to flip it over onto our backs. So just taking the knees into chest, taking the arms out to the sides, palms are facing upwards, shoulder blades are into the floor, just gently rock the knees side to side, loosening off the spine. So make sure the shoulders stay in contact with the floor. Good, relaxing the legs down towards the floor, you're going to take the arms above the head, so we're going to take it into our hollow hold position. So legs are lifted, arms, shoulders are lifted, so you're balancing on the lower part of your back. So you're going to hold this position 4 seconds. Sit side on. 4 second hold. Slowly control it to the floor and repeat. So 4 second hold. Good, from there you're going to hit the same position. Okay, so we're going to alternate sides this time. So hollow hold position, from there you're going to bend the right knee in, arms come over the top, arms go back, legs go together, alternating sides. I'm going to show you. Oh, hello. Side on so you can see better. So alternating sides, keeping them shoulders off. Good, and relaxing there. So from here, all you do is hug 2 knees in towards the chest, releasing the lower back off the floor, and lower the legs down towards the floor without touching. Go away. Good, keeping that same movement going, we're going to take the arms away, palms facing upwards. Good, so we're going to alternate legs this time, so you have 2 straight legs. Taking the hand either behind the back of the thigh or behind the calf. The underneath leg is staying off the floor. So you're going to alternate sides, just loosening off them hamstrings. And again, you're going to keep the same movement going with the legs, but you're going to take the arms away, palms facing upwards. Good, keeping 2 legs straight, toes are going up to the ceiling. So from there, all you're going to do, keeping the legs nice and straight, is push your toes up as high as you can, taking that lower back off the floor. So again, arms out to the sides, palms facing up. Get those hips up. Good, and taking the knees into chest. So arms go out to the side again, palms facing up. You're going to relax the left leg down towards the floor and relax the right knee towards the left hand. Again, both shoulder blades are in contact with the mat. You're going to slowly alternate sides. Good, take the knees into chest and just gently roll through the spine. Good, so from here you're going to roll forwards. Legs are going to go out to the side straight and you're going to reach through the middle, just reaching through as far as you can. Good, sitting yourselves up there. You're going to keep your left leg out straight. Right knee bends in, and all you're going to do is relax over the top of the left leg. Thank you. Good, keeping the legs in the same position, slowly sitting yourselves up. Taking the left hand inside the left foot, you're going to take right hand up to the ceiling, right fingertips pointing upwards. And from there you're going to take your right hand towards the left as close as you can, so relaxing over the top. Good. Big reach up to the ceiling, and you're going to relax down in the middle. Slowly swing the legs over, left foot in, right leg out straight, and relax over the top of the right leg. Good, slowly sitting yourselves up, taking the right hand inside the right foot, left fingertips go up to the ceiling. And from there again, you're going to meet your left hand towards the right, relaxing over the top. Good, big reach up to the ceiling and relax over the top. Good, slowly sitting yourselves up there, taking the knees into chest again. Just gently rocking the knees side to side, loosen off the spine. Taking the knees into chest and just gently rolling through. And from there, slowly bring yourselves up to a stand. And that is you guys done. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you all next Tuesday.